Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this lovely 2018 Dodge Challenger SXT, one of my favorite retro muscle cars. When it comes to retro muscle cars, you have the Challenger, you have the Mustang, and you have the Camaro, all awesome retro muscle cars. I love them all, but they all kind of have different strengths and weaknesses. I'd say the biggest strength of the Challenger is like the muscle cars from the 60s and 70s. They weren't little, they're actually pretty big vehicles, full-size vehicles. And that's the case with the Challenger because it's based on a pretty large platform. It's based on the same platform for the 300 and the Charger sedan. So it's a nice big spacious interior, nice big wide hood, like you'd feel, you kind of get that same space and size feeling you would from a 60s and 70s muscle car. And if you're on the plus size, vertically, horizontally, or maybe both, I'm 6'2". I fit a little bit more comfortable in the Challenger versus the Mustang or the Camaro. Those are cool too, but they're smaller, a little bit more sporty. So you almost feel like you're in a cocoon, where when you're in the Challenger, it's a nice bigger, airier, spacious interior. So a little bit more comfortable for long distance cruising, I'd say. The SXT is nicely appointed. I have this really nice cloth interior. Beautiful aluminum trim. This one has dual zone climate control, keyless ignition with push button start, it has a Uconnect infotainment system. It has a rear parking camera. Nice leather wrapped steering wheel. I love the steering wheel design, and it has some of the best radio controls in the business. The left side you can use that to scan through stations, which I love. My wife hates it, but if you like to scan through radio stations, Chrysler's got it down with their radio controls. And on the right side you can control the volume. Nice gauge cluster, kind of has a retro look to it. You have an LCD screen in the middle, analog gauges on the right and left side. You can also use a controller right here to pull up different menus and stuff that you want to display on that center LCD screen. This Challenger is in beautiful shape, clean Carfax. We do have a complimentary Carfax report. Really nice color combination in yellow on this dark charcoal interior. Man, I used to have a yellow Honda motorcycle. I would have totally been down with having this Challenger when I had my yellow motorcycle. So maybe if you're a fan of yellow, not all cars look good in yellow, but it definitely works for the Challenger. Also has this really nice aftermarket wheel and tire package, and the tires look like they're almost pretty much brand new. I like the retro style fuel filler. Nice trunk mounted spoiler. And the nice thing about the Challenger, this is the V6 SXT, but visually it doesn't look too much different than the RT or the SRT versions. They don't punish you for getting the V6 version. It still looks really, really good. And some people might even have a hard time telling it apart. The nice thing about the V6, obviously it's going to be a lot lower price point than even the 5.7 RT version. And probably the insurance companies aren't going to charge you quite as much to insure this one versus the higher horsepower V8 ones. I really love the front end styling as well. Really cool looking headlights. You kind of have like that LED daytime running strip around the projector. And then for a power plant, even though it's a V6, it's definitely not lacking in power. This 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 is the workhorse engine for Chrysler. You can find this in the Durango, the Ram, the Grand Cherokee, the Challenger. Actually, this is a Challenger. The Charger, the 300, the 200. It just goes on and on. It's a fantastic engine. It makes close to 300 horsepower. It's also pretty fuel efficient. So with 300 horsepower, this thing can definitely get out of its own way. Definitely enough power to offer you some entertaining driving. And being built on a balanced rear-wheel drive platform, it's definitely very fun to drive. We have some great promotions right now, complimentary delivery up to 250 miles. We can put this on our car haul or get it towed to you. Contact us for more details. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully we see you soon, and have a wonderful day.